Hey everybody, my name is Dante. Welcome to Dante's Bounce House. I shall be your gracious host. I'm Dante,
And Galen.
and I just want to tell you today, me and Galen, we're dating. All right, see ya.
Dante.
You're right. Okay. If you guys can do us a huge favor and hit the like and subscribe button down below, that would help us know we're doing a great job on our the Dante's Bounce House channel. If you also follow us on Twitter and Facebook, that will also be great. We're trying to grow as a community. So again, hit the like and subscribe button down below and hit that bell for notification. So see you at the next party.
Dante.
You're gonna make me do this, aren't you?
Yep. We gotta.
Okay. Okay, yeah. So, where to begin? I just want to start the video off with saying that we unintentionally kind of lied to you guys. And it wasn't on purpose. Yeah, it wasn't on purpose. So I think what we should do is just kind of start from the beginning. So let's start with this. Me and Galen have known each other's for years, in total of pushing 12 years. And we met through our friends, correct?
Mm-hmm. Actually, through Strike.
Yeah, through Strike. So, oh boy. So, I don't know how to do this. I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna wing it. So let's start from the beginning. About 12 years ago, I was dating somebody. She was my high school sweetheart, and we're gonna call her Angry Ball of Hate because that was the nickname she gave herself, and I don't want to give her up. With that being said, what we're about to tell you is we're not here to degrade anybody or make them lower than they are or high or whatever. This is not a hate thing. We just want to answer some questions. So during that time, me and my now ex were living together. And we were on year 4 of this when this happened, and things were going fine. And then one day I met up with Strake, and through a job, and he introduced to me Dungeons and Dragons. As time went on, I've been introduced to more people. One of those people was Galen. With that being said, at the time when I first met her, and please don't judge me. When I first met her, I immediately had a crush on her. It was literally a zing at that moment in time for me. And I had never told her that because at the time I was dating Angry Ball, and I was trying to be loyal, so I never really told her how I felt. I just kind of kept quiet and just kind of went along with it, and to give respect to her, because I didn't want to go through that whole side chick thing. I mean, that's like the dumbest thing ever, right?
I wouldn't have agreed anyway.
So with that being said, I haven't told her how I felt, and I figured maybe it was just I was struck by her beauty at the time. And typically woman walks in a room and you're like, so I continued to hang out with her, and I just kept it as that. I was content because, again, I was trying to be loyal, and loyalty, in my opinion, is the number one thing every relationship should have. So I continue to try to work with Angry Ball of Hate. Now, when I say continue, at the time she started hanging out with some friends online, and she went through multiple groups and crowds, and her personality, belief system, everything changed to a point where, from an outside point of view, like especially mine, her personality didn't make sense. Like, one day she's this, next day she's that. Now, with that being said, I understand that we grow, we change, we develop new things. I mean, Am I wrong on that one?
No, not at all.
So she grew up. Now, but the problem is, and if this video does get to her, this is my point of view, and I told her this. She became... How would you describe it?
Like she didn't know herself anymore, and she decided to take it out on everybody around her.
And at the same time, when you call her out, she plays victim. She blames on something. To give example, it got to the point where she didn't bluntly say it, but she beat around the bush and attacked me emotionally to a point I regret living and being a guy. And again, I understand that, she's trying to figure herself out and everything, and then I know the world's a crazy place. It is. And I don't blame her for that, and I still kind of don't blame her, but what I will blame her is that she refused to listen. So the last 11 years, it's been chaotic for me. I tried to stick with my personality. I try to submit. I try to adapt. I try to do the, halfway point. I got therapy thinking it was my fault. Turns out it's not. It's just worlds colliding, but it doesn't help that her worlds are constantly colliding with her own and new personalities. Because from my point of view, she was a people pleaser. She was trying to fit in everywhere. But everywhere has their own opinion, and she adapts. She goes, oh, yeah, I agree with that. When in reality, she's over here on this side. That's quite the opposite. So I couldn't adjust anywhere. And then when I adjust to one thing, she changed to another. And it was hard. It also didn't help that she didn't give me the time and day. She was always on her phone, always on the computer. Again, we're here on the computer too, but there's a difference between games and life. So I'm just gonna leave it as that. She's not a bad person. I think she's just misguided, and she needs to figure out what she wants and where she wants to be. So again, I'm not attacking her. Now, about 11 years out of that 15 no, wait, I screwed that one up. So let's just skip ahead. 11 years later. Galen?
I'm actually going to back that up. So about 7 years ago, I actually married Strake, who I actually met Dante through. He was in a prior relationship before that and went south. And then I think we got married 2018, I think. And then 6 years into that, we kind of... something switched. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was... I still don't, to this day, don't fully know what happened, but a depression came over him to an extreme point, and he wanted me to leave for my own safety, which scares me to this day, but I digress. But it got to the point where I had to move out because we were not compatible anymore. He didn't want me around, and I don't think I would have survived being around him too much longer as it was. I probably would have uninstalled. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that's
now,
bad.
Yeah, we don't no uninstallations. Now, again, I don't want to belittle him, and he actually seems better since I left. So I still don't know what happened. According to him, it was just living with another person, and he didn't think he should be married, and he was better off alone, and it just we couldn't live with each other. So I moved in with my mom, which is why you kept on hearing her in the background of some of the live streams. It was just a concept of I needed to break away. So, but at the same time, I also was concerned for him. So I started contacting all his friends, including Dante. Now, I will say this again, I don't blame Strake. We're not here to belittle anybody and we're not here to put anybody up on a pedestal.
Not
This
no.
is everything that we're giving you is what we know from our point of view. Now, that being said, I did ask for a divorce from Strake and he agreed. And yeah. So, but during the meantime, Dante and I had been hanging out. Now, we had been hanging out for about 3 years with Angry Ball, Strake, myself, and Dante, and a couple of our buddies for D&D nights. And that was pretty much every single weekend. And I didn't want to break that because he was going through his own hard time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
So like you said, I was going through my whole hard time. So during those 3 years, Galen and Strake and everyone around me seen Angry Ball, her personality. I'm gonna be blunt there. Her personality. She has no interest. Like, she claims that she does, and she tries to take lead on things, but reality, her face and focus is not, here in the group at the time. It's in her phone texting away, and she gets sidetracked. So we'll be playing D&D, and then it'll be her turn. She's just quiet, or she doesn't pay attention. Like that one time, little fun fact, what was she killed again with the potion?
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. We had a revenant. It was an NPC revenant in our group, and revenants are undead and are susceptible to dying to healing potions.
Poor Timothy.
Oh, Timothy.
Oh, good time.
I wasn't even playing at the time, and I was like, did she just?
Yep. So, to get an idea, she wasn't paying attention. She wasn't interested in our group, and it kind of put a damper on a lot of things, especially me. So again, during that time, everyone saw it. I tried to go on my way to fix whatever the problem was, and it wasn't me. It turns out it wasn't me. She needs to figure out what she wants, and obviously she liked the freestyle doing whatever. And the reason why I say it like that is because I don't know what's going through her head. I don't know what she's doing, but she needs to figure herself out. So with that being said, as you guys know, and you guys have been following me for a while, I have lost my dream job. Yes, I was at bottom rank. I have lost my dream job about pushing almost 3 years ago, and a lot has happened. That'll be in the future episode. But I lost that job. I was at rock bottom. I had nothing, no money, no food, all that stuff. Galen, the amazing person she is, reached out to me and tried to keep me going. She fed me, she gave me some money when it needed. She took me out on D&D nights. What would have been D&D nights. We hanged out and everything. And at the same time, we went to a spiritual area to clear my mind, cleanse me. I won't get into that for now, but we've been there, and I've been on my own journey. So we started to talk every day. Well, every now and then, but every day. And I helped her out during the whole divorce process and the dark moments.
And I was trying to help him with her, and
because
we were literally helping each other out.
Yes, she was going through a divorce. I was trying to fix my relationship, but it was on the edge of I'm trying to get out. But as you can tell, I'm a caring person, and the one thing I don't like being is the bad guy. And I will say that's what stopped me in general. So, with that being said, so when was it? Like around December-ish?
I believe. Oh, when did that happen? I think January.
So early.
Yes, it was January.
Early January. Okay, so I was bored at home. I was on my computer, and she was nearby. Went to go hang with a friend because there was a storm going on at the time. Little, details why she was nearby. Her friend decided to go on live stream and play Dead Space, I think it was called, or whatever. Never played the game.
Yeah, it was Dead Space.
So they were playing that, so I'm like, I'm gonna mess with them. So I was texting in the chat and talking, and then also texting her at the same time, because we kind of were emotional support to each other. Like, hey, we're good friends now. We got each other's back kind of scenario. Anyways, so what happened was I still don't remember what started it. I just remembered the big part.
I don't remember either, but oh boy.
So what?
Actually, I remember.
Bonus.
I remember. So, I was actually over at Tempest's house. Tempest is another girlfriend of mine, and she was cooking at the time, which is what we brought up because you wanted to know what she was cooking.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And then it got into the whole concept of, wifey duties and stuff like that because she's also married.
Yeah, and let's be honest, at the time I remember we were kind of being somewhat petty, but so basically what it got down to is that when I was texting her, is that she says she loves being the ideal wife, but she still doesn't know what happened. So we were talking, and basically what happened, the conversation went along the lines, I was like, wait a minute. So you're telling me if I put a ring on that, not only do I get a caring person, someone to make sure I'm well fed, a roof over my head, and I'm loved? Sign me the hell up for marriage. So I sent her that message. Didn't think that through because I was in the moment. Now, the reason why I say
that... Mind you, that was in chat. It was in chat.
Oh boy. I don't remember that part. Anyway, so when I text her that, I didn't think of that because I was going with the moment. And she goes, wait, what? So I'm like, uh-oh. And then she actually does text me, I remember. So she goes, what happened? So I decide to try to wiggle my way out of that and send her a gif of me, Skeletor, running away. It was hilarious. So, after that, I went to bed. I refused to, message back because, Dante screwed up. The next day, she was nearby because that's the reason why she was nearby to begin with. She picked me up. We hanged out for the day with Angry Ball because she wanted to go to the mall, and we're like, okay, that's where we usually go to. So while she was shopping around, I'm thinking, don't bring it up, 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 please, for the love of God, please don't bring it up. Basically, that's what's going through my head. So I was just going upon the business and everything, and then we came back to where the home I was living at. After that, Angry Ball went to the bedroom to go, it left me and her. So I'm like, crap, this is a good opportunity for her to corner me. So I just let it be, thinking like nothing's gonna happen. Unfortunately, Galen asked,
you expect a dragon not to corner you?
That was my first mistake.
Yeah. I figured you wouldn't run away if your computer was right behind you.
Well, it is a very expensive computer, so... You want to tell that part, or do you want me
Yeah. We can kind of both tell it. I basically cornered him, and I was like, so, that message from yesterday. You want to explain that one?
So... Like she said, she cornered me, so I'm like, ah, crap. So, right there, I accepted defeat. I was like, ah. So I turned around... I gave her my most serious look and said, yes, I had a crush on you for years, the last 11 years, even in my other relationship. And she didn't say anything. She didn't give me she had a good poker face. She kept quiet. And I told her I had a crush on you for a while. I wanted to tell you years ago, like I was going to ask you out. All that stuff. And the reason why I never did, because like I said, I was trying to be loyal. I was trying to be the rare guy that actually only needs that one person. And I said I have kept quiet. It never went away. I thought it was going to be a fling. No, it was a legit zing. It was literally love at first sight. And I felt terrible for carrying that, and I basically told her what I felt. Then it got quiet, and I said, listen, if you're going to reject me, do it now, because I still want to be friends, but do it now so we can, move past this. Little did I know, her response was...
Now, this being said, When I first met him, I thought he was really cute, and I told him, I had a crush on you too, basically since we met.
Yeah, imagine that. So after she told me that, I was literally like, all right, here it comes, here it comes. No. I'm like, what do you mean no? She goes, no, I had a crush on you too. And I sat there, I was like, what? Huh? I was shocked. Legitimately shocked.
So he still is. To this day, he still tells me I'm still shocked.
Yeah. It's weird. Like I was like, I'm still flabbergasted by this. So after that, we expressed what was going on, like how do we felt, all that stuff. Basically, puppy love, I would call it. So at this time, again, we said this in January of 2025. Did we do anything? Absolutely not.
No.
How would you describe your system, like rules?
So, I have my belief system where I need to be, how do I describe this? I am a one-person person. I don't need any other side things. I was in the middle of a divorce, and I was kind of hoping to be done with said divorce. But it was mostly done by the time this happened. And then I didn't want him while he was still in a relationship. So, and he was at this time, and we knew that was a problem. So we're like, we're not going to do anything until we get something resolved. Because at this time, he's still trying to work his way through with Angry Ball. And it just was going south no matter what we did. And it was the same with Strike. No matter what we did, no matter what his friends did, no matter what I did, no matter what anybody did, it just went south.
Yeah.
Oh.
It became to the point that it'll be one-sided relationship. So like you said, we didn't do anything. We didn't secretly hook up. We didn't really advance anything. We took it slow. Do I feel guilty for that? Yes. Does she feel guilty for that? Yes. But again, we didn't do anything because we were in the phase of let's get to know each other a little bit more on the deeper level than what we known each other for almost 11 years at the time. Now, during that process, I did hang out with her more and everything. And the relationship between me and Angry Ball, she didn't do anything for me. I went to work, I came home, I cooked, I cleaned, I tried to engage with her, thinking maybe it's worth something salvageable since nothing serious happened there. Again, I'm in the crush phase with her, and so was she. Unfortunately, she put the game and her friends in front of me. She has a lot of friends, and she prefers doing things with them. Now, that's where I'm going to leave it at, because I can go into details, but right now, we just ripped the Band-Aid off. I don't want to put too much. And again, we're not here to degrade anybody. So, as time went on, I eventually sat down with her and told her, this is not working out. I've been trying for years to work with you. I've been trying to come to you, negotiate, basically try to keep that flame going with her. But no matter what I did, it wasn't good enough. So I told her that, and then the ultimate part was our goals didn't align anymore. I want a family. She doesn't want a family. She kept bouncing back and forth on that one. So I broke up with her. I still want to be friends with her because she's my high school sweetheart / friend at first, and I still want to communicate with her. It does get a little more complicated, but I'll explain that one in a future episode for me and me alone and you. So skip that part. So after that, I was helping her out, and we got to know each other more. We found out we have so much in common. It's ridiculous how that worked.
Now this being said, in September when we did the podcast, we were not together. So this got really funny January on.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because you're the one who got me into VR chat.
Yep. So, with that being said, with the video, so that's the reason why we said we accidentally lie. So, at the times, I had a lot of comments and questions like, "Hey, are you guys dating? Are you guys together? You guys are always blah 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 blah." And again, at the time when that video came out, we weren't. We were just good friends. But due to everything we just said, after that, it kind of just rolled along. It just got bigger. It became something. But we took it slow, just in case that maybe it was a. Because what we were afraid of, it was a, what's the word again? A rebound.
Rebound.
That's the one thing we were afraid of. So we took things slow and everything. So skip ahead a bit more. She eventually did get a divorce. The paperwork did go through, and this hurts me because even though I was on the side, I was happy for her to be married. She looked extremely happy. But unfortunately, things didn't work out. So we took it slow, and then one day, May 3rd,
sheer panic.
Sheer panic. We were at the mall hanging out, shopping around, and we were in a back corner. Now, we didn't intentionally put ourselves in that situation, it just happened. And then when we looked at each other, we just clicked. We clicked, and we had a moment. We had our kiss.
Absolute panic.
It was cute. So we figured, okay, panic. The tension was there. And then I told her, I was like, I know this is early, but I have fallen for you extremely hard. I thought it was a fling, but I am in love with you. So I told her I loved her. At the time, the first time I said it, she didn't say anything. But when I told her I really have fallen for you and I really want this to be a thing, she said it back. I was happy for that. I could not sleep that night. So to speed this up a little bit more, yes, we have been dating. Yes, we are living together, and it's been amazing. So with that also being said, this leads up to the next story. Do you want to tell this part? Or should I?
Why don't you start, and then I'll see if I can fill in some details.
Okay. So, due to a situation we're in the household I was living in, I had a roommate who was my best friend. He, due to his upbringing, I will have to admit, he's a bit spoiled. He knows he's spoiled, and he just can't break the cycle. So I told him I can't stay in this house anymore because I go to work I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning if I could sleep. Go to work all day, come home. I would have to clean and cook dinner for the 3 people in the house. Now, 2 of those is the roommate and Angry Ball. The 3rd one is the owner of the house. We're gonna call him Buddy. And he's a senior old man who's been in Vietnam and all that fun stuff. But again, another story for another time. So I had to come home and cook for him because his grandson would sleep all day. So I told him I can't be here anymore because I'm more of a servant than a friend, and I had to go. Now, Buddy is seeing what's going on here, and he accepted that, and he goes, I wish you the best. So I told Galen the situation. I was like, I would like her to move in with me. So like she said, spiritual alignment. You know what? I'll let you explain that one.
Yeah, so in this case, due to my spiritual beliefs, I would have loved that, except that herein lies the problem. A guy and a girl living together unwed is not a good idea because that leads to fornication. And I did not want that because I would have felt like I had to avoid him in order to keep my beliefs in check.
Yep. We even talked about trying to keep it as, because we both agreed that the living room and the kitchen will be neutral ground, and we'll stay in the bedroom most of the time. So at first we're like, fine. Another detail hit her later with her living with her parents situation. She was on a tight schedule. Again, we'll get to those details later. So we try to work things out. We continue dating, and again, everything was running fine. Then one day, I told her I love her and I would love to marry her. She looked at me and said the same thing. And at that moment in time, we both realized that yes, it's too soon. Yes, it's too early in the relationship. All that stuff. But we really sat down one day and had a legit conversation. As you guys know, I'm goofy. And she can be silly as well. But we actually calmed down, put all jokes to the side, and actually talked about that. Would marriage be a bad thing? And the more we thought about it, we're like, from one point, yes, but we have known each other for 11 years. And once we got to know each other on a deeper level, we realized we haven't seen anything that's different besides small details. Like, for example, we love Disney. We know a lot of classic movies that a lot of people don't talk about. And we're talking about the hand-drawn stuff, not the CGI, Let It Go, or, we don't talk about Bruno BS. Anyway, so we figured that out. So we really sat down and talked, and we both realized we do love each other very, very much. We've known each other for years. Yes, it would be a gambling game. We asked the question, will you marry me? We both said yes. So, instead of having the whole ceremony, we decided to do something easier. Courthouse would be easier because of financial reasons, because of divorce and me having no job. Tell me how lucky this is. So, as of August of last year, 8/22 of 2025, we got married. We called up the Hall of Justice, the courthouse, and they said, yeah, I can fit you in on that date. And ironically, at the same time, before we moved in, our move-in date was August 23rd. The next day!
Literally married, next day, house. I'm like, I don't know how this worked out, but it worked out. I was literally freaking out. I called him I called the courthouse while I was at work, and I was like, wait, we can do this the day before we move in. Dante!
It was so funny, because I was at work, and she sent me the voicemail saying, Dante, we got a date. I was like, okay, cool. When is it? Something like a couple weeks afterwards. We just gotta, be good. No, literally the day before we moved in. And right there on that, when I was on lunch, I froze. Like, literally, I was sitting there like, I was just, then my hand, and I'm gonna try to reenact it, was like this. I looked at my phone, replayed that message over and over again. She said it. The day before we move, it's the day we're gonna get married. I was so happy. And if I could find that audio, it would have been great. My response, like, I'm gonna be a husband. I'm gonna be a husband. I finally was able to achieve one of my goals in life. I was happy. So again, just in case you missed all that, me and Galen, as of last year, we've been married.
I has a ring on this finger. I know it's not a VR chat, but I has a ring.
And I have a ring on this finger. So, yeah. So we moved in after we got married. And we've been together this whole time. Now, again...
It's kind of complicated why we didn't tell everybody. Now, that being said, the crew's known for a while, hence the hints. Strawberry. God, she's been the worst culprit.
Yeah, we've been kind of dropping minor hints accidentally and on purpose because we've been trying to get it out there because at first we were just trying to be quiet to make the waters calm, but I finally had that push to actually just come out, and it'll set us free. So,
No.
yeah. Hence why the last 2 videos before this mini podcast bonus came out is basically me expressing my love for her and her returning it back. Man, last year was
It took
crazy.
us a while.
Yeah, last year was crazy.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. I moved twice. You got a new job. Like I got divorced. What the frick?
But
I need
there's
a nap.
we can take one after this. But the main question is, Galen, are you happy?
Yeah.
Good. This whole journey's been crazy for us. I have achieved one of my goals. But with that being said too, because she might watch this later, Angry Ball of Hate, and this also probably goes up for Strike Me, and I probably speak a little bit both of us. We do love you. We will always remember the good times we had. But just as being humans, dragons, an angry ball of hate, things happen. We grow up, we move on, things changes.
We don't hate you. We do miss you. Absolutely. But unfortunately, things just didn't work out. And I think right now, where everybody is seems to be a better situation than what was.
I can't say any better than what she just said. I agree. Life happens. Will I like to all of us get back together again and talk? Hang out like it used to be? Yes, in a perfect world, yes, I would like that, but that's going to take time. So,
And it may never happen.
It may not, and that's okay, because, we all are on our own journey. So again, with the bottom of our hearts, we love you guys so much. And we miss you guys every day. There's days where me and Galen, we talk about it, saying how we miss them. We miss you. We really do. But sometimes things are for the best, even though we have to be that person, that evil villain in someone's story. Sometimes redemption always comes back.
I'm not giving you up. Even if she wants you back, I'm not giving you up. You're mine. Not going nowhere.
That's petty, but yes. So hopefully this video clears everything up, all those rumors in the past. Again, we apologize that we kinda unintentionally lied to you, but it was for our protection.
And theirs.
Yeah, and theirs. So yeah, so again, we're sorry, but we're together. It's out there. Now, with that being said, I know there's one question that you guys might be wondering. What does this mean for the Dante's Bounce House? I actually came up with that question the other day, and I was thinking, because most YouTubers who announce things like this, and they kind of work together and live together, they kind of A, fall apart, B, be unsuccessful, C, drama of some sort. Now, like I said, me and Galen know each other for years, and we know the ins and outs now. And now we know each other on a deeper level. We both realize we don't like drama. We don't like anything negative. So we know things are going to run smooth. Now, does that mean we're going to be the ideal perfect couple? Absolutely not. We're going to have our days.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
for the bounce house, nothing's changing.
Nothing's gonna change. The videos will come out as normal time. I apologize that they don't come out on time. Depression's a bitch. Let's be honest here. That's one mistress I can't get rid of.
That brat. One day, her and I are gonna have a fight.
But yes, nothing's gonna change. This doesn't mean anything. It's just we're gonna be a little bit more open, flirtatious. Now, the crew has warned me that now that this video is gonna be out, they're gonna attack us in the cute way. So there might be new material coming our way. But like I said, nothing's gonna change whatsoever. So hopefully that answers all your questions.
All the stuff you guys have been hearing with me and Dante, like me in the background of some of his videos and stuff, especially in like Resident Evil and with Terror on the streams and stuff. We've been living together since August. All the videos you guys have been seeing since August is what's basically still going to be coming out.
Basically, like I said, the only difference, we're more out there now. We are happy, we are comfortable, and now is the time to let you know, the fans, that we're together and we want to address those rumors. So, yeah. I think that answers everything, don't you think?
I think so, yeah.
All right. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Again, we apologize, but at the same time, please understand we were just trying to protect ourselves and the ones we love. Again, we're not here to attack anybody or anything negative. We just had to give you an idea. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. And if you guys can hit the buttons down below, like and subscribe, that would help me and Galen know that you guys like what you see and we're doing a good job. It also lets the crew know that we're doing a good job. If you guys can follow me over on Twitter, that'll help me grow over there as well. And also don't forget, I also do have a Dante's Bounce House Facebook group. So please feel free to drop by, say hi, or even become a member. If you become a member on the Facebook, you'll see behind the scene things and some ideas coming our way. So again, just hit those buttons. It'll be free. It doesn't cost you a penny. But if you really want to help me out, you can shoot some money my way so I can get myself a cup of coffee, because editing video and actually getting the drive to do things does take some energy. For me. She likes chocolate.
And I'm not always around to give him that coffee, so that might be helpful.
So yeah. So again, all jokes aside, thank you. We love your support. We love your patience, and we hope to continue to keep entertaining you guys. Either watching videos or background noises.
I need a nap.
Alright guys, again, thank you very much for watching the video, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, my name is Dante.
I'm Galen.
And we'll see you guys at the next party. Hey Galen. You know the one thing I haven't done in a while?
Nani?
Mwah.